told me that if I'm not satisfying myself or the customers, then why am I even trying? Well, we all have good days and bad days. Some days our patience is tested, and some days we wonder when life got so good. But we are responsible for what we have on our plates. Today I'd like to tell you how my life is like a restaurant. Everyone has been to a restaurant in their life. Everyone has had the most wonderful experience and the not so wonderful experience when going out to eat, whether it's fast food restaurant or fine dining. Well, today as I explain to you how my life is like a restaurant, I hope to give you a better appreciation for them. Working in a restaurant for 3 years, I should have it mastered on every aspect. I'm a manager and I plan to work there until I graduate college. My life is like a restaurant because of 3 main reasons. The first reason, I know what I'm supposed to do when in a tough situation, but I make the wrong choices out of anger. The second reason is how easy it seems to make people happy, and then how hard it can be at times. And my third reason is very little of my days seem to be going slow, and the rest are slamming busy. So now that you know my 3 main points, let's begin with the first one. First, let me explain how I know what I'm supposed to do when in a tough situation, but sometimes I make the wrong choice out of anger. As a manager, I have a lot of weight on my shoulders. And when running a business and customers aren't happy with the service, it's hard to make them happy and satisfied when they leave. Your main objective is to make sure that they're satisfied. Sometimes when I'm trying to make the customers happy, I lose my patience or I think they're lying, and I make them angrier out of the wrong choices. The same thing goes with my life. I try hard to make people happy around me or make things right. And the angrier I get, I make things worse by making that choice. A perfect example of this would be about a month ago when we were really busy and a customer came in and ordered food. Well, we brought her food out, and about 5 minutes later, she brought her meal back to us and said that we forgot a side order on it. So I took it back, I put the side on it, and I brought it back to her. Then about like 5 or 10 minutes later, she came back again and said that I forgot a whole meal off the complete receipt. Well, I started to argue with her and tell her that she was wrong. That I knew that I put it on there and that I was right, and that's just a big no in the food chain business. Like, you're not supposed to argue. So right then and there, I realized, like, I'm wrong. I'm supposed to be making her happy. I'm supposed to be just making sure that everything's going good, and then she leaves with a smile on her face. So now that you know the first reason why my life is like a restaurant, let me tell you about the second one. My second point is, because of how easy it seems to make people around me happy, then how hard it can be. No matter how much experience I have being a manager at a restaurant, it's very hard to make sure that the employees and customers are happy. The decision always falls back on me whether I make someone happy or mad. But the same goes for my life. No matter how hard I try to make someone happy, it doesn't matter, and I can't change the way a person feels. And a good example of that is one night I was giving my friend relationship advice about her and her boyfriend, and he treats her awful, and I was just trying to help her feel better and, like, you know, make her realize that sometimes that you just can't change the way people feel about you, and you can't make them happy. And she got mad at me because of what I was telling her, and she didn't like what I was saying about this boyfriend. And I mean, we're good now, but it just goes to show that you can't make everybody happy, and you can't always say the right things to people. Now that you know my first 2 reasons why my life is like a restaurant, let's move on to the third. And my final point is, I'd like to explain to you how my life can be really slow and boring at some points, and then sometimes it's slam and busy and I can't get a break. So a lot of my time is spent at work since I'm a manager, and I really enjoy being there, but some days we're so busy I can't get a break and handle it anymore. That is a lot how my life is, I'm not being able to get a break. I'm either swamped with homework, tests, or other side jobs that I can't keep up or get a good night's rest, but also some days we're very slow at work and have all the time in the world. And that relates to my time during summer school or breaks. I didn't mean to say summer school. I have absolutely nothing to do, so my life is either busy like a restaurant or super slow and boring. During summer break, I had all the time in the world and I could get just about anything done. But then, like, I remember this one day, I literally sat at home and watched Netflix all day long, just laid in bed. And I was, like, miserable. I wanted to go to work. I wanted to be busy. I wanted to have something to do. And it just, like, it made me realize, like, that I can be so busy and not realize that I want to be, like, laying down in bed and stuff. But as soon as I'm doing it, I want to go to work and I want to be busy and doing stuff. So, in conclusion, my life and the restaurant business both have good days and bad days. To sum things up, the restaurant business has 3 main reasons why they're alike. It's easy to make the wrong choice, it's hard to please everyone, and it's hard to get it right. But when I hope everyone leaves today, that they remember these 3 main points, and that you can't always make the right choice, you can't always make everyone happy, and no matter how hard and busy life gets, you can always get through it. Kate Zabrowski once said that the customer's perception is your reality.